Yo, what's good guys, Max here, helping you guys level up your game, and in this video I'll be giving you guys some tips and tricks on how to improve your game sense in Fortnite. So stay tuned and make sure you watch the video until the very end to find out the most important thing that will help you develop your game sense fast. And without any further ado guys, let's jump straight into it. So, the first thing you've got to do to be able to improve your game sense is really understand what it is. And game sense is basically your ability to predict what will happen in certain situations in game. And decision making plays a vital role in that, and it involves stuff like your understanding your opponent's play style and understanding whether you should take one rotation or not take it, and stuff like that. And game sense is something that's not really looked upon by players that are especially keen on improving their mechanical skills. However, any good player knows that game sense will always, literally always, be more important than your mechanical skills, as your mechanics are basically only the foundation of what the game actually involves. And mechanics are usually trained in creative and stuff like that, and creative is a completely different beast when it comes to um, the actual battle royale part of the game, because there's so much more stuff involved in the actual game than there is in creative, and you can't really train your game sense in creative mode. That's just something that you cannot do. But anyways, I'll be giving you some tips and tricks on how you can actually improve it, as I was saying before. And yeah, now that you understand what game sense really is, let's jump straight into it. So the first thing that you can actually do to improve game sense is play a ton of solos, and this is way better than all the other modes because it involves you and only you. You can't get carried. You can't rely on your teammates to do most of the work for you while you sit back and like snipe or something. And what you should actually be doing when you're playing those solo games is going for wins instead of just kills. Of course, kills will be needed to pick up the victory royale. However, kills shouldn't be your main focus here. Winning should be the thing that you really target, because I'm sure all of you know that wins give you a ton of points in comp games and stuff, and it's also nice to have a lot of wins in your record. But that's not the main reason. The main reason is because you want to be able to last to the end game, and if you're playing just for kills, you won't be reaching the end game as much. But once you've played a ton of end games and stuff like solos, you will really start getting a better understanding of what rotations people take and how to counter certain play styles. So for example, if your opponent is a very sort of aggro player and starts rushing you with ramp rushes and stuff, of course, then you'll be able to sit back in a box and hit him with some defensive plays, maybe build up a little one by one and counter them when they try to go for your wall, because if your opponent's aggro, then they are gonna try and do that. And yeah, you'll just learn how to make better decisions in game. And this process isn't going to be the fastest, let me just say that. Game sense comes with a lot of experience, and I've played thousands of solo games, and my game sense is still not the absolute best it could be. I can definitely say that my game sense is way better than my mechanical skills, that's for sure, and that's the reason why I can get wins against some of the tougher opponents in this game. Not to flex, but you guys should be able to replicate what I've pretty much been doing and do it better than me, basically. It may not be the easiest thing to notice when your game sense is improving, but after a while of practicing solos, as I've said before, you guys should notice if you're making better decisions in game that are letting you stay alive more, or for a longer period of time in game, then that should be pretty noticeable to you guys. And once you sort of master solos and you can basically win most of your solo games that you do play, if you're actually going for the win instead of just kills, then you guys should move on to scrims. And the best sort of way you guys should actually, get into scrims is start watching pros play it first. A couple of pros that I would suggest watching on Twitch right now that are, at the top of their game and are doing very well in, sort of comp, are Booger and Stretch. I know that them two actually do play a lot. Tifu's not doing too bad either, and another pro I would probably suggest watching is someone like Canada or Clicks. Them two have been pretty good lately too. But anyways, you guys want to watch a ton of scrims and actually note down some of the stuff these players do. For example, they might hit a quick edit that is a little bit weird, or they might take a rotation to the emptier sort of side of the zone, if you guys know what I'm talking about, because in scrims you do have to rotate very smartly so that you don't get lasered and you don't waste all of your mats on rotation, as wins are basically the main goal in comp. Kills come second, but they are still needed, of course. I kind of struggled to give a few examples there, and I didn't give a really good one with the quick edit because that's more related to your mechanics, but it does depend on the situation you are in. But anyways, you should be looking for things that you haven't fully mastered and identify the sort of things these pros do and note them down, because that's the only way you're going to remember them. I know that a lot of people watch hours and hours of streamers play comp and they literally don't remember anything, and this was pretty much the problem with me once or twice, because I watch a lot of late night Fortnite and I forget a lot of things because I do it when I'm really tired, and that's not the best way to make use of my time. But that's besides the point. Once you know what these pros are actually doing in their streams, and you are able to identify these things, you should be able to apply them to your game and start playing scrims yourself, because that's the only way you're gonna improve game sense, by playing the competitive sort of the game, if you're interested in that. And basically, once you start playing scrims, it will make you like such a better player. I've heard that once you start playing scrims, you are never going to be able to go back to the way you were, and you're just going to become way better at the game, because scrims are played by the top players with top game sense and top mechanics, which basically means you're going to be coming up against a lot of sort of top end players, and that will help you improve yourself, because the tougher the players you play against, the better you're going to get yourself. And with a ton of practice, you can basically get a lot of experience, as I was saying before. Same thing as it was with solos earlier on in the video. But anyway, this will sort of help you get way better map knowledge, as well as greater understanding of where fights are likely to break out, and you'll also be able to identify your opponent's playstyles way better and quicker, which will help you be able to counter them and eliminate them with ease. But anyway, that's about it for how you guys can improve your game sense. If you have any questions from this video, or anything I've basically talked about in any of my videos, or even anything outside of that, then let me know down in the comments, and also throw in a suggestion in there for a future video if you want to. But anyways, that is about it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, make sure to leave a like if it helped you, and subscribe with notifications on to never miss another Fortnite tutorial from me ever again. And I will see you guys later. Peace.